Hello, friends. Welcome to Circle Time. I am Caroline from the Khan Academy Kids team, and I'm here today with my friend Sophie. Hello, Sophie.
Hi, Caroline. Hi, friends. Wow, I think there's a bit of a clue in my background about what we're going to be talking about today, and I love it. Should we get started, Caroline?
Sophie has a big... What does she have in her background?
A train!
And we have two books about trains today. One story called Wild Ride and another book about monster trains. So we have a lot of reading and fun activities to do, and we will also be doing some exercises at the end with our friend Coach Kelli. So we have a very busy circle time today.
Wow. Okay, let's get to it then.
Wild Ride by Cynthia Platt. Rhea got a wooden train set for her birthday. I can't wait to set it up, she said. So she got to work, and soon her train was wandering around the track. It even whistled when it came back to the station. Later that day, Sandy came over to visit. Your train is cool, Sandy told her. Want to make a new route together? One that weaves through danger and whips around? Rhea asked. Yes, said Sandy. Let's do it. First, the train needs to go up this hill, Rhea said. Sandy thought about it. Then it can go through these woods, she replied. Their new train route wound through the forest. Do you think the train will pass wild animals? Asked Sandy. I bet there will be a wolf and some horses that whinny, Rhea told her, and a warthog with huge tusks. Sandy added. The train wove through the animals. Friends, can you see all the animals in the background?
Yeah.
How many horses are there?
There are 2 horses, one spotty horse and one brown horse.
Wow, said Sandy. Look at this dangerous bridge. There's white water and even a whirlpool, Rhea replied. The stakes were high. Rhea and Sandy hoped their train would make it. The train wobbled. It hung on the edge of the track and then crash. Oh no, Sandy said. The train went into the water, said Rhea. What will happen to it now? Asked Sandy. Well, it got wet, that's for sure, Rhea answered. The 2 friends laughed as they picked up the train. There's only one way to handle a train wreck, said Sandy. We start all over again, Rhea said. So it looks like they built a big wild ride for their train. Do any of you like to play with trains?
Oh yeah, lots of our friends are nodding. Boys and girls, trains are the best.
And they can go many places. And you can imagine lots of places for them to go. Should we do some activities?
Yeah, I think we should all together. Just like how Sandy was helping Rhea build the train track.
So this is the word whistle. And it starts with the W-H, which makes the W sound. Whistled. Friends, can you think of other words that start with the W-H sound?
Yeah, some of our friends are saying when, W-H, when. And what about why? And what about...
What? You just said what?
Oh, yes. And whinny? Sound a horse makes?
Whinny, yes. And whips. The train was whipping around the curves. Whips. W-H-I-P-S is the word whips.
Oh, and when we say it whipped, whips around the curves, we mean it turns really quickly.
That's right. The train whips around. Can you find that in the sentence? The word whips?
Yeah, I think it's that WH word down there.
Whips. Great. That's the word whips.
And here's the other word, whinny. What do you think a horse's whinny sounds like?
Well, I think it sounds like neigh.
That's a good one. It's the word whinny. Another word. The train passed wild horses that whinny. Can you find the word whinny in this sentence?
Yeah, it's the WH word. The last word in the sentence is whinny.
Super. That's the word whinny.
And here, can we make the word whistle? Blank, whistle.
We'll need the WH, the W sound, to make the word whistle.
Let's try it.
Wha. Cool beans. You spelled whistle. That's the word whistle.
Great. The train has many, and we have two words down here.
Whistles.
And
Wheels.
does the train have many whistles or wheels?
I think if we look at that picture of the train, right down the bottom, there are all the wheels that are held together by yellow bars. So I think it has many wheels.
Let's try it.
Wheels. You made the sentence. The train has many wheels. Great.
Great, friends. That was a fun story. Maybe you can all come up with your own train story today. You can play with your trains, or maybe you can draw some train tracks.
Yeah, lots of our friends are nodding. So we're going to play with our trains. If we don't have trains, we might draw some trains or think about some trains or even pretend to be a train ourselves.
That's a fun idea. And we have one more book today too, called Monster Trains. This is the Monster Trucks book, and it is a blast-off reader from our friends at Bellwether. Monster trains. Trains can have hundreds of cars. Some trains are a mile long.
Oh, wow.
So long. You can't even see this whole train.
Nope.
Which train car is in the front or is close to us?
Oh, I think this reddish orangey one here is
Train
closest.
cars are the closest.
Their powerful locomotives pull heavy loads. And
That's the motor that all the other carts that are carrying all the things get attached to.
And if you look closely at the picture, can you find a bell in this picture?
Ooh, yep. Should we point it out?
Can you hear that?
Oh.
There's the little bell. Trains zip along tracks at fast speeds. You can see those tracks in the circle there.
Yeah, and train tracks are very interesting, but when we're out and about, we have to be very careful when we see train tracks, don't we?
That's right.
A crossing, we can never walk on the train tracks.
Heavy loads, freight trains carry the heaviest loads.
Freight trains, they're trains that move all the things like our food and maybe some building supplies from one place to another place. They're called freight trains. They don't have passengers on them. They don't have people on them. They have things on them.
Right. You can see those cars in the back of this one.
Yeah, that's how they move cars.
Can you find some stripes on this train?
Yeah, I can find some stripes, maybe some red and white stripes.
Try
The
that.
stripes are red and white.
Great.
These trains often move coal or iron ore. That's the coal.
So the coal is used to burn to make energy and keep things moving and power things. And the iron ore, that is like metal. And it is used to make things like the insides of buildings and all those skyscrapers that you see. They have a lot of iron ore, which is just like metal.
That's right. Yep. So the trains have to bring them to the construction sites or the cities where they're being used.
Yep, that's great. Yep.
Long railways. Passenger trains move on long railways. Some travel thousands of miles. These are the ones that you and I can go on.
Yeah, I went on a train with my mom and dad last year.
Oh.
And we went all the way up the west coast to Seattle.
Oh.
And you could sleep on the train that we went on. There were the seats folded back into lovely beds and you could sleep on there. It was so much fun.
Wow, and could you also eat on the train?
Yeah, there is something called a dining cart, which is a special carriage of the train where you just have tables and chairs and they bring you your lunch or your dinner. And it also has lots of glass so that you can enjoy all the views as you're eating your lunch and dinner. It's amazing. I loved it.
What a fun way to travel.
Mm-hmm.
The Trans-Siberian Railway is the longest in the world. High speeds. Some trains race at high speeds. They are called bullet trains.
Lots of those in Japan, bullet trains.
Mm-hmm.
And the Japanese word is Shinkansen.
Wow, I didn't know you know Japanese.
I only know a bit of Japanese, but the bullet train is Shinkansen.
Ah. Friends, you want to say that with Sophie?
Yeah, the word for bullet train in Japanese is Shinkansen.
Shinkansen.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. The ICE 3 is a bullet train. It travels over 185 miles per hour. Wow, that is fast.
Yeah, I think those trains are they go from big city to big city when people need to get to work or school really quickly.
Uh-huh.
So they go super fast.
Oh, so this is the letter T. The word train starts with the letter T. Should we trace it?
Yep. We do one crossways at the top.
Huh?
And then vertically down.
Super! You traced the letter T.
And this is the word train.
Okay, well,
Can we
it's
spell it? Let's
Yeah.
find the letter T.
T. Caroline, why does that T look a little bit different from the T we just traced?
Oh, well, the T that we just traced is a capital letter T.
Oh.
And this is a lowercase one.
Right. The
Oh.
capital letter T is for the start of a sentence. And
Uh-huh.
this is just if the word train was in the middle of a sentence, it would have a lowercase t. I see. Thank you.
That's right. And the R,
Mhm.
TR,
R.
and
Uh-huh.
then A,
A.
and the AI together makes the sound A.
I.
And then train ends with the N sound.
N. Good work. You spelled the word train.
Nice work, friends. Thank you for reading and spelling and tracing with me. Now we have a special visitor. Coach Kelli is back, and she and her helper Grayson are going to show us how to do some exercises today and keep our bodies strong and healthy.
Great. Well, let's say hi to Coach Kelli and Grayson.
Hello, Coach Kelli. Hello, Grayson. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Hi, Caroline. Hi, Sophie. We're so excited to be back again for circle time. Thanks for having us. And hi, friends. Today, we're going to teach you a few new exercises. Like we did before, we're going to teach you how to do these exercises, and then we're going to do them together and listen to different music and do the movements together. And so today, I'm here with Grayson, and she's going to help me with these exercises. So remember, it's really important to exercise because it boosts brain power, which is good for learning. Okay, and don't forget to have your water. Because if you get thirsty at any point, it's good to drink a lot of water and stay hydrated when you're exercising. Because when you exercise, you sweat. And when you sweat, you're losing some water, so you need to put more back into your body. Okay. So you ready to learn our movements for today?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so our first movement is a reminder of one that we did last time. It's called an up-down. So we're going to take our hands and put them on the ground and then kick our feet out and then bring them back in and jump. Let's try it again. And out, back, jump. I hope that you're all trying that at home, friends. Then the next movement that we're going to do is a fun one, but we have to do it careful. It's a jump. You don't want to land too hard on your feet. We want to do a soft jump. So we want to do a jump that doesn't make a lot of noise at all. Oh, hi, Ella. Are you going to help us today? Okay, hi, friends. This is Ella. She's going to help us too. Oh, and Colin. Colin's joined us. Colin's going to help us, everyone. Okay, so remember, we want to do these jumps, but we don't want to do them loud, okay? So we're going to squat down, and then we jump. Very soft, very quiet jumps. Good job. Let's try it again. Good job, Colin. Let's try another one. You squat down, and you jump, and land really soft. That's great, everyone. And then the next movement that we're going to do, these are called lunges. And so what these look like, I'll turn to the side so you can see. You're going to take one foot and step behind you and take your knee pretty close to the ground. You don't have to touch your knee to the ground. Just take it close to the ground. And then you bring your foot forward. And then you take your other leg and you bring it behind you and you bring it close to the ground. And then forward again. So you keep going back and forth from one leg to the other. Okay, those are lunges. And then the last one that we're going to do is called a plank. And a plank, everyone could go down to the ground. There's a couple of different ways that you could do it, so you pick whichever way feels best for you. You can do it with your hands and put your feet out and hold straight like this. Or if you want, you can go to your elbows and put your feet out and go straight like this. Let me turn to my side and show you what that looks like from the side too. So from your hands, you go like this and hold it, or you can come down and do it on your elbows and hold it. Good job, Grayson. So that's a plank. And sometimes if you're holding a plank for a long time, it can make you feel tired. And it's okay to drop down to your knees and take a little bit of a rest. At any point during this workout, it's okay to stop and take a rest if you need one. Okay, friends, our first movement is going to be up downs. Ready?
Yeah!
Here we go. Another one. Up, back, up, down, out, jump forward, jump up. One more. Okay, let's get ready for jumps. Soft, soft jumps. Not too loud. Nice and quiet jumps. Great job, friends. Good jumps, Colin. Okay, let's get ready for the next one. We're going to do our lunges. Step back. Good. Step back. Good job. All right, we're gonna get ready for the next one. It's plank. Hold it. These can get hard. Hold it, hold it. Good job. Come back up. Great job, everyone. Let's do up downs again. Clapping our hands. All right. Great job, friends. You did awesome. You did awesome, all of the friends at home, too. Don't forget to have some water. It's important after you do your workout to make sure that you stay hydrated. That was good work, friends. Thanks for working out with us. Back to you, Caroline and Sophie.
Thank you so much, Coach Kelli, Grayson, Colin, and Ella. Thank you for showing us how to do up downs with soft jumps and lunges and a plank. Whew, that will keep our bodies healthy and strong.
Oh my goodness, yes, it will. And they might all be good activities if you were getting on a train. You would do some up downs to climb up to the train. And if you were walking to the dining cart, maybe you could do some lunges. And if you were a piece of wood, timber, on the freight train, you might look like a plank.
Mm-hmm. And if you're like Sophie on the train, in your little sleeping car, you could do your plank too to exercise.
Oh yeah, you could. You could when it turns into a bed. That is so much fun. Thank you, Coach Kelli. Thank you, Grayson. And thank you, Caroline, for reading us 2 stories.
Thank you, friends, so much for joining us. We love seeing you during circle time, and we hope you have a wonderful day. And we will see you next time. Goodbye for now from Caroline, Sophie, and the Khan Academy Kids team. Bye-bye.
Bye.